I was shown a potential client this simplified booking flow, and I thought I'd create a quick video about it to show you a very simple booking sequence that you can implement in your business using just a couple of automations that will firstly still convert really, really well, make sure that you're nurturing your leads, and it's going to give great visibility into your business. And obviously that always helps in regards to morale and also just knowing what's going on with your business. So as you can see here, this is the most simplified booking sequence I can think of that is still very effective. Just for context, what I often build out for people is something more like this. You go win back sequences and tasks being created and all that crazy stuff. But in this case, we do something just like this. And whether you are booking in your leads with Calendly or Acuity or something like that, we can apply logic to that. Some of these tools like Typeform, etc., can let you do conditionals. Typeform, Dropform, you can do conditionals of if they answer X to a certain question, we know they are not going to be qualified. We can pretty much auto disqualify them. And we're going to just do that logic in Zapier or Make, for example. Capture the booking. If the lead has answered X to a certain question, or making less than the required amount of money, or they're not willing to make a commitment, or they won't be available to get started for the next 6 months, we can do very simple logic based on should we qualify them or auto disqualify them. So you can see here, the most simple thing is if we auto disqualify them, that doesn't have to be the end of it. That might just not be the right time. Maybe they don't have money now, but we can still nurture those people. So what you can do, and this is so, like I said, a very great auto quick disqualifying flow, but still really great for nurturing people. In that if we auto disqualify them, firstly, we can let them know. We can just say, hey, by the way, you're not qualified, as opposed to them just seeing a canceled booking. You're not qualified. And you could still send them some useful resources. You can still lead with value in that case. Like, hey, I recommend you check out this one if you're below the money threshold, or if you're not ready, hey, watch these case studies. We'll give you an idea how quickly some people can get results if they start right away. And then you can obviously add them to your general nurturing email list, because they've booked in a call, so they've shown very high intent, but they obviously weren't right for the situation. So in this case, we're going to just nurture them. But let's say they do meet the minimum qualification. This is the most simple. These 4 things are the most simple 4 little automations and steps that I believe are very helpful to the businesses that I've been helping. We obviously add that lead to the CRM. We want to be able to maintain that person. And we also want to centralize that information. If we are using a CRM like Close, that's a very common one. ActiveCampaign's got its own deal pipelines and notes section. Also HubSpot, same thing. Deals, you can add notes. You want to make it easy for the sales reps to find the information they need, and everything's centralized so you can also review it in the future without having to go look through old emails and stuff like that. You can just search their name and they pop up. Everything was on the deal or everything was on the contact, depending which CRM you're using. Then, as you can see here, create the deal for the lead, obviously, create lead, create deal. In some cases, like Go High Level, that happens at the same time for the most part. We round robin to the closer if we have multiple sales reps, because a lot of the businesses I work with do have multiple sales reps. And then obviously we're noticing that on the deal and on the contact, so we can build various analytics from that. And then you send a notification to Slack. That's the most simple 4-step booking sequence I've seen. And then also, what are we doing with the disqualified leads, and how can we still lead with value and still nurture them? Because you never know, if you treat someone well, even though you disqualified them at the time, you still lead with value and say, hey, it wasn't the right time, but check out these things, they could still help you. That can really leave a good impression on someone, especially if they really were excited to work with you and you obviously had to cancel because they didn't meet your requirements. So there's a couple of ideas, and I've seen even just a few of these steps still work really well. Just even making sure the leads are added to the CRM with a deal and the questions and everything is centralized. Even that's a great step for a lot of businesses, because they just don't have that. They've got everything across multiple Google Sheets, if they even have that, or emails, and it's just a mess. So take these pieces, think about what you could use. And like I said, every one of these will help your business in some way if you don't have them already.